Right, we're now February 2026. Sun's still out. Just had the garden tidied up today, so I thought we'd have a quick video walk around while we're tidied up. Poor old Audi's still not running. Sorted all the ignition out now. Now I've rotted all the petrol. Oh, we've got it hiding over there. The gardeners do like to knock the sprinklers over, so just have a walk around and put up the ones they've cut and knocked over. That's amazing how these things grow. The size of that now. And that's probably 3 years, and it was probably 3 foot up. Just about to lose the sun, so whatever. Right, what have we got in here? Pretty much the same, I think. No additions, a couple of lamps and oddities down there. Juicing machine. Another little auction treat. Oh, eggs. Oh, our chickens. She decided to get 2 more chickens. So we've ended up with like 60 eggs. I think that's just half of them. 60 eggs, 70 eggs a week now. There's some more in there. Anyway, what do I know? Oh, the little fish tank. We'll have a walk around here first, I think. Right, big bathroom. What do we do in here? Renewed all the taps and plug holes and wastes. Put this fancy toilet in. Decided I'm going to turn this, it's supposed to be for a bath, but I think I'm going to turn it into like a bit of a lounge with plants, some plants in here, and maybe a small tank, another small tank. The lid up there. Or gecko. Because I'm never going to use a bath, even if I take the trouble to put one in. Solar battery. Over there, dressing room. Oops. Dressing room. Which I've got one cupboard out of 10. New fish tank. Don't think we've got anything new here. Hey Google, big tank light on. There's little darlings. Darius. And we've got a couple of little plaques in there that'll probably be stuck to the side here somewhere. Yeah, had the tank made up. Got it made a little deeper, which seems to work quite well. I don't think there's much else in here. Made the bed. The king. What have I got down here? Sure, we got some. I think it was new. Maybe, can't remember. Small fish tank on. Sorry, hey Google, small fish tank light on.
Sure, turning 2 lights on.
And in this one we've got some little tetras. Apparently, well, they're called glow tetras, but they're known here as German tetras. And apparently it's to do with some little albino, the white plex. They're genetically bred to glow. And it all comes about from the guy who makes the Tetra fish food was involved in the engineering of how they got the colours. But quite pretty. Karaoke machine. Obviously never used that yet. Where are we? Bedroom. I think pretty much the same. We've got the pictures we got. As they wasn't become known as Ryan's room. The Thai boxing stuff. Much to Ella's horror. I think we got that bit. All a similar sort of theme-ish. Rosy bed. Bathroom's the same. Yeah, I don't think we changed anything there. Second guest room. Ruben's jetpack. Rosie's car. A little bar to get now to replace the fridge. Fridge freezer for the bar. Another Guinness picture picked up an auction. I think that's about it. Had a little visitor the other night. Boa constrictor. Went away up to, down to Koh Kud for a couple of days. And I've rigged up, just for a laugh really, we've got the outside kitchen. I'll put these plaques up, these stencil, which I was quite pleased with. Broke the ears of concrete out of it. We've got a little laundry room in there. Another toilet. And the pool room, which I've just now automated, so that'll run off of a mobile app. The sprinkler system and the water storage. Yeah, we you'll probably be able to see it in the corner. Decided it'd be quite a bit of fun to set up a camera in the corner. If you have a look over there, you can see it. There's a camera in the corner. But I've got no easy way of getting power to it without having cables draped to, or digging things up. So to get power to it's going to be a bit of a pain. So I thought I'll have a go with a solar pack. So bought the small solar panel, supposed to be able, it's got a battery built into the stem, and supposedly that'll hold a battery charge for 2 days, which it doesn't. So I had a mess around with that, obviously not in full sight of sun all day, so I'm partially down to that. Anyway, long and short of it, didn't really work that well, so I've got a second panel of which it now powers about 3/4 of most of the day and a bit of the night, which I thought just for a bit of fun you can take a look at the chickens. Anyway, the other night got the camera up and there's spotted something moving, and from here through to here there's a boa constrictor. The chickens are all running about all over the place. Anyway, the long and short of it is, we think it's probably got into the bottom of through the bottom of the cage, which I don't know how likely that is, but they've got some grills at the bottom there. Anyway, that's where they think they've got in, so I'm going to reinforce that to stop that happening. Obviously not going to ever stop the snakes coming, because snakes are just here. We're in the jungle. But it actually took one of the chickens, ate it, so it's got it fully inside it, but then couldn't get out. So I had to regurgitate the chicken to escape. So the snake escaped, the chicken we lost unfortunately. There's a fair old chicken to get in there. They reckon they've got to be 7 foot, these boas, which obviously not poison, but they are constrictors, but I've got some pictures somewhere of the chicken as it was after it had been regurgitated. And it had made a fair job of squeezing it. It got his guts coming out of it. Anyway, all clean and tidy up here. Unfortunately, they pulled them with flowers up, which I was a bit annoyed about. They said they weren't going to give any more flowers, so they decided to pull them on their own. So they pulled them out, which is a bit annoying. Because I've got me beehives, which I've got one here, and I'm going to house down here somewhere. I've got to just seek a bit of advice where to house them exactly. Whether I need to put them inside. They've said in the UK you put them in the full sun, but here obviously the sun's quite brutal, so I'm not sure that'll be what needs to be done here. Anyway, I'll just quickly show you my beehives and I'll sign off. One of you two, you're looking at this, you get your finger out and get yourselves over here for a month. Enjoy all this. That's 33 degrees today. That's the pool. Yeah, got this beehive, which they do a slightly different variation to what we have in the UK, and that's only part of it's missing at the moment. But they've got a means of you'd use a spinner to get the honey out of the cones in the the one I've got in the UK, which I've not got very far with at the moment. But this one has the ability to actually squeeze the honey out, and it will channel out of a vial into a cup. But everything I've looked up says you need to start with 2 hives. I've ordered a second hive and the kit to go in it. So next time I come, I've now had a sensible conversation with the bee place that's up the road from here, probably 4 or 5 miles up the road. And they're going to supply me some nukes to get me started. So I'm quite excited about that. And just had this table made up just so it's off the ground and hopefully easy to look after. Anyway, clean and tidy for a minute. Back to the grey day after tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be fine.